Ladies and gentlemen, underground explorers, welcome yourselves back to Hydroneer. That's right, my name of course is Little Potato. In the last episode, we did actually start work on a fairly comprehensive, mining project where we've excavated a whole area down here. And, over the course of today's episode, I'm very, very, very much hoping that we should get this system all up and running. However, before we're able to get that up and running, we need to do a couple of things. The first thing that we need to do is buy some supplies. We need more of this vertical belt stuff, and we are also in need of. What is it? Yes, so some additional pipe to help us out. We need an additional splitting pipe to help us split, so that's something that we're gonna do. Thank you as ever to everyone who leaves a comment down in the comments down below. Now, one of the comments that I very much appreciated and I wanted to test was if I stick in, in fact, let me just remove this from the back of the wagon. Maybe I might have enough vertical bits actually. Well, we'll see in just a sec, won't we? Anyway, so if I plop these all down over here, there we go. It leaves the back spare. Maybe? No, I didn't get a T-piece. That looks very like a T-piece, but it's not actually a T-piece. Anyway, yeah, so we need one additional T-piece, and the suggestion that I was going to take forward in the comments was moving this pressurizer thingamabobber, which is something that I'm definitely going to do. And supposedly, if I put it somewhat near the harvester here, then we can increase our yield size, which is kind of exactly what I want to do. And we can harvest stuff more efficiently, which is absolutely something that I am very, very interested in doing. Okay, so we've got a gold bar over there, we got an iron bar over here, so we got enough cash to perhaps, buy a couple of things. But before we do that, I think it's about $1,000 bucks that I've got in terms of gold cash. Gold cash? You know what I mean. Gold coin potential is probably the better way of phrasing it. Anyway, let's create a little bit of a wider shaft, as I did talk about the importance of widening one's shaft at various points during the last episode. Seems only right that I actually do that right now. There we go. Head down here. And we're going to just see if we can try and get this all plumbed in. Nice and easily. Am I now able to get out? I'm now able to get out, which is a pretty key requirement for any shaft, actually. You need to be able to get out. Let me just fall down here. Sure, I was on purpose, for sure. Maybe I should create like a specific access area. You know, an area where I don't have to jump up like a bit of an idiot up the side of the shaft here. But, for now, it's okay. I'm hoping that maybe once the belt is up and running, I can just kind of like ride the belt up. That would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? I can use the belt as sort of a pseudo escalator or something. I say pseudo escalator. I actually mean escalator. Yeah. Okay. So is this going to be a problem to get up here? No. No, actually, that's surprising, but it's not a problem. Okay. And last two bits that we've got. I mean, I tell you what, this might not actually be as far away as I think it would be. We're pretty much down at the base level here. We maybe need to do a bit of a maneuver. But I tell you what, we're not far off. We're not far off. This is good. This is good. Still needs to be widened a little bit. I mean, this is incredibly janky. This is incredibly janky in comparison to what I usually build. It's maybe a little bit less janky, as I am well renowned. I am well renowned, well known. I'm known for building very, very janky stuff. Yeah, it's not even. Okay, this isn't even possible to get out of here. I tell you what, I don't actually want to deal with this, so let me just unstick myself and then go. Also, when I head over to the shop, I need to pick up some more screwdrivers, because the reason that my system isn't actually operating at this moment in time is because I am 100% out of screwdrivers, and therefore I can't fix nothing. I can't fix nothing. Right, let's pop down here with the pickaxe, and let's just open this side up a little bit, so we've got somewhat more space. There we go. Is that looking a little bit better? Yeah, there's no reason not to take this back a little bit. There we go. Excellent. 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 Okay, that's good. That's access. That's 100% access. I will take that any day of the week. So, I think upon the placement of this bit of elevated belt, what do we need? Like two additional bits of escalator belt, of elevated vertical escalator belt, and then maybe a couple of bits of just regular belt. But we do have a couple of bits of regular belt just chilling out on the surface, so we could probably just make do with the current number of bits of belt that we've got kicking around over here. Just try not to fall down. Yeah, we got two bits of regular belt. We might need a little bit more than that, but that's okay. Okay, let's go on a little bit of a shopping spree, shall we? I do enjoy a little bit of a shopping spree. In reality, however, that statement could not be further from the truth. There we go. Am I okay for juice at the moment? I could probably do with a little bit of a fill up, couldn't I? I could probably do a little tiny bit of fill up. Right. Grab that. Whap this in here. Bada bim, bada boom. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Also, thank you very much to the person in the comments the last video who let me know where the grinder went. The grinder supposedly went straight up in the sky and therefore may have come down at a pretty similar place as to where it took off from, although I'm pretty sure that I searched the area thoroughly and could find no evidence of such an occurrence. But you never know. I might have missed it. We might have a little look. We might have a little look at some point over the course of this episode, but look, it's not a priority. Very, very far from it. I should craft this into something, shouldn't I? I might as well, right? I got a single ingot. Craft it into a dagger. Easy peasy. Nope, not what I meant to do. But that's fine. I do need to engage the construction hammer. That would be a good idea. Okay, cool. I think that's totally fine. Let's unstick ourselves and let's head across to the shop. I do indeed believe my coins are still at the shop. Do I want to go via the stock market? Not particularly. I mean, the dagger is not going to be worth much anyway. We don't seem to be extracting a heck of a lot of iron just in general, but yeah, fine. We'll just sell this at the jeweler's. I mean, I think the ingot, I checked just before the episode started. I think the ingot's worth about 864, if I can recall. So, you know, anything in that vicinity would be good. Would be very, very good. And the dagger will maybe reach, I don't know, 180 seems to be round about the price that we seem to be getting. So we'll give that a shot. Ah, 230. That's very, very nice. Just gonna buy that before it slops off the edge of the table there. Hate a little slopping. Don't like slopping. 864. Wow, my memory did right by me. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so the next thing that we're after is, as I've already mentioned, is there money in here? How much money is in here? 100, exactly 100. There you go. I recall now. So we need a T-piece. We cannot forget the T-piece. Very, very important that we get that in. Did I need to get some more plugs? No, I didn't need to get any more corks. I needed to get like 2 more vertical bits of belt. Yeah, 2 more vertical bits of belt. Excellent. And then like 2 additional regular bits of conveyor. Something like that. Oh, also, I cannot forget about the need to get a tool bag. How much does that cost me? 294. Okay, I'm afraid we're gonna have to leave behind that additional bit of belt there because it's pretty important that I get the tool bag. Right, let's bring the vehicle around and we will head back home. And you know what? I think this is gonna be absolutely everything that we could possibly require. I think we're gonna have an immensely profitable setup by the end of this video. And then after that, it's just a case of nailing it all down and watching the cash come in. Oh boy, I cannot wait. I cannot flip and wait until we start making money. I mean, you know, stuff that is not an essential purchase will be on the menu from now on. You know, so for example, the big old magnetized collector thingamabobber, that'll be nice to get because I mean, it's not strictly required, but it's a nice little bonus. Okay, let's reverse home, shall we? Nice and gently. Thank you very much, video game. Oh, that was a very smooth maneuver. I do love a smooth maneuver or two. Tell you what, I feel like this thing is just as good in reverse as it is in forward motion. Right off the edge. Can we pull it off? We can pull it off. Can we? Can't pull it off. Can we get to the parking location without getting stuck on some random bit of dirt? I gotta confess, I have absolutely no idea what I'm getting stuck on. Wheels are spinning and it's very confusing. I do kind of need to drive the vehicle over to the parking spot. Hate to break it to you, video game. It's pretty darned essential because if I don't, then I'm gonna have to lug all of the parts all the way across this lot, and frankly, I'm not interested in doing that. I managed to get stuck on this little ledge. That's really irritating, in fact. Okay, you know what? Just reverse down here. We were having a good time with reversing, and then we stopped having a good time. Don't really know what happened. I feel like this vehicle is not exactly good at doing reversing across difficult terrain, but maybe that's just me. Alright, hit the sack for a second, and then we will make sure that everything is up and running again. Okay, activate, and that shows us immediately what we've got that's borked. I'm gonna get it repaired right now. There we go. Excuse me, thank you. I think all of that is fine. I need to be more careful with putting these bits down. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's get you repaired. Great. Let's get you repaired. Great. Let's get you repaired. Great. And we need to make sure that everything is turned on, because it's not turned on at the moment. Excellent. That looks very, very good. Don't fall down the hole. Grab the pickaxe. Jump onto the belt. And get this split up here. There we go. Kinda worked. Kinda didn't, though. There we go. Manually place it down. Oops. My bad. Okay, get that opened up. And do we want to stick the big shard in? You know what? I'm going to stick the big shard in. I'm going to trust you, person who commented on the last video. I'm going to hope that this increases our yield, like, quite substantially. Let's have a little look, shall we? Let's have a little look. Doesn't look like it's made much of a difference, but, you know, we've not run anything really rather big through it. I mean, I guess the yield looks slightly larger. Kind of nice. There we go. That down over there. Yeah, maybe it does look a little bit larger. It does look somewhat larger, which I'll take. Okay, that's great. That is one of the pressure vessels that we've got linked up. Let's get this moved around here. I need the T-pipe thingamabobber that I bought very specifically for this occasion. Excellent. Down in there, just like so. So that all works fairly well from what I can see. Everything still seems operational. There we go. Yep. Great. Maybe it's worth pressurizing this system over here, but nah, I mean, look. It's fine. It's not a priority at this moment in time. There does seem to be rather a large explosion of resources. There does seem to be rather a large number of bits of gold just spraying out of this harvester here in a bit of a crazy fashion. Just saying. Yeah, well, what can I do about it? Not very much. Right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, so what was I going to do? Oh, yes, I was going to deploy all of the elevated bits of belt. We still need to make sure that this area gets power. And, or should I say the belts get power. And that is still of concern to me because I'm not entirely convinced that I know how this is going to happen. But, hey-ho. This needs to be... What, like there? Yep. Nope. Yeah, that might take some maneuvering, to be honest. Okay, this also needs to get changed, which I'm not happy about doing, but it has to be done. I need to widen the shaft yet again. It might honestly just be worth us getting an entirely separate, like, access shaft for the underground area over here, because it's just a little bit challenging to deal with. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. What was I gonna do? Access shaft. Yes. Give me my pickaxe, please. Did I put my pickaxe down over here? I did indeed. I know what's up. Also, something's just borked again. That's pretty irritating, to be honest. I don't like how frequently stuff just happens to bork in this game. It is pretty irritating, actually. As I'm down to, what, like one spanner? You kidding me? That's one last filter repair. And then we're going to be out of cash. I mean, undoubtedly, it is making me money. However, you know, it's takes a little while to repay itself. Right. Give me a little bit of space over here. Give me a little bit of space. Right. Lovely vast cavern underground here. There we go. That's a noise. That's the noise of a bit of dirt having an issue. We'll go and fix that in just a second. Okay, take all this back. Take all this back. And take this back too. Okay, does that give me a route out? In fact, can I even just walk on the belts? No, although I wish I could. That would be a really, really nice route out of here. Don't really want to destroy that bit of dirt underneath the compactor, so I'm just going to hobble out for a second. What's going on up here? Oh my goodness, this area is like... It is, okay, there are issues here. There are definitely issues. We need to find a way of containing all of the dirt which just shoots out of the end of the harvester. We need to get a system like this where we've got crates in place to block additional dirt from just going all over the place. Does look like the yield has increased, to be honest, though, which is quite nice. Yeah, that is good. It is very good. Very, very good indeed. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's pop down here. Now this introduces a slightly complex situation here, because we need to find a way to, I think, yeah, pipe around here, and then this just needs to link up there, and then we'll find a way of, like, linking this pipe up. Make sure that I turn that off as well. And then we just need one final bit of... Yeah, we need one final bit of elevated belt. And then that'll sort us out. And then just regular belt, I think. Right. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm doing it. Okay. And then, what, like 3 bits of regular belts? I think 3 bits of regular belt should be totally fine. Although in saying that, we could get away with just 1 bit of regular belt, if indeed I wanted to rotate the machine around here. If we do that, then all we need to do is, like, introduce a little bit of additional pipe work in here. But I am going to probably need the axe in order to do that. And I may not have the appropriate resources to do what I'm after. Either way, we need to make sure that that drill gets reconnected. Thank you. Thank you. Let me up here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, video game. Much appreciated. Good news. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, so one more bit of regular belt, which is zipped on over there. We've got another bit of regular belt over here. What do I have in the back of the vehicle? Nothing really. Is everything still operating as it should? Everything's still operating as it should, which is great. Yeah, I need a little bit of elbow pipe. Okay, stick that down there. May need more elbow pipe than I actually have, which is somewhat of an issue. Because I don't really have any cash to spare to blow on elbow pipes at the moment. I say that I don't have cash to spare. I do have cash to spare. I do have cash to spare. I'm fine for cash. It's just I don't want to make the trip all the way over to the other area, to the shop. Right. Do this, and the pipe falls down. Okay, great. Take the pickaxe down as well, potato, and we can carve out a little bit of additional space here. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. So, I need to get this pipe connected over here. I tell you what, if I move the route that this pipe takes, then that will probably set me right up, I would imagine. Okay. Remove, 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 remove. Remove. Yep. Right, get rid of that. And drop that down there. Okay, so, here's what I'm thinking. We drop that right over yonder. We drop that over yonder. And then we stick in the new pipe like so. And then we just literally try and... What the heck happened? Ugh, was there another issue? Was there another issue with the filters? I suspect that there was an issue with the filters if there's no noise occurring right now. That's pretty irritating. That's also pretty irritating. Okay, I have no idea what I did, but something has been re-engaged. I guess that's kind of cool. It's also a little bit troublesome how I have absolutely no comprehension of what the heck is happening. Okay, take this back a little bit. Right, you can start to see exactly what I'm after now. We get one bit of elbow in here. So yeah, at the end of the day, all of this really costs us is one additional bit of elbow piece. And one additional straight pipe. But that's totally fine. Right, is this turned on at the moment? It shouldn't be turned on. I kind of wanted to turn it off. Nope. Okay. It says that it says that it's turned off, but it's still making a noise. Bit irritating, but whatever. Okay. So, I need to get another additional elbow piece in here now. I can't put a piece down there, so that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, I need to find some way to link up. This area down here. How is that allowed? How the heck is that allowed? I mean, if that is allowed to occur, then that is brilliant. So I get 2 additional elbow pieces to link up there. That's fine. And then that sorts me out in terms of belt power for the second half of this structure down here. So that's good. And then I just need to power this whole contraption from the top, which, again, if I'm able to phase pipes through one another, is probably okay. Thank you. I am desperate to get out of here, video game. Thank you. I appreciate you letting me out. Very good of you. Looks like there's an issue with the filter. Again, shock horror. There we go. It looks kind of like occasionally, like, I think 2 filters can fail before we start having issues, which is just good to know. Right, I don't need any additional pipes. I do need 1 additional bit of belt, don't I? Yeah, I think so. I think I need 1 additional bit of belt down here. Yep. Is that maybe too low? That could, in fact, be a problem. Okay, well, we'll take a judgment call on that in a bit. Is that facing the wrong direction? That is indeed facing the wrong direction. There we go. That's facing the right direction. That's cool, too. I need to bring down my shovel so that I can plonk down a little bit of dirt beneath that Goliath drill. And I hope that that's going to mean it'll work. Okay. That was a much quicker time that I had getting out there. Wonderful. Okay. Why am I struggling to get over that bit of pipe? No real reason, just general incompetence. Okay, cool. So, I mean, is this maybe a good time to check my financial situation? See what the heck is happening monetarily? Tell you what I do want to do. Just whilst the sun is coming up. Let me grab this bit of gold. And I'm going to grab a lot of bits of gold, I hope. And I'm just going to take them back to the start of the belt. And I'm going to see... if I can re-engage them on the belt and just get them resorted. Okay. Yeah, stick this down here. Stick this down here. Stick this down here. Let's just get this covered up so that we can't have, you know, bits of dirt, etc., escaping onto other areas, because it's becoming a real problem where we just have gold and everything just exploding out. But we don't really have that many additional crates, so we're gonna have to delay that as a project. However, let's kind of try and collect up all of this lovely stuff over here. We'll stick it into a bucket. Probably easier to stick into a pan, but pan's further away. How did dirt get through here? I have absolutely no idea how that happened. There we go. Okay, so we do this, and then we resort this by sticking it onto the belt just like that, which worked absolutely flawlessly, as you can of course see. Doesn't really need to work flawlessly. It just needs to work well enough to at least sort out some gold, so we get maybe an additional bit of cash. Not super important, but you know, it's a contribution nonetheless. All right, looking good, looking real good, looking real good. Right, I'm expecting big things actually. I'm expecting really big things when we check our cash levels. Before I check my cash levels, let me just see if we can collect up a little bit of extra dirt. You know, it's kind of easy to collect up dirt. You just drop big bits of dirt onto little bits of dirt. That's too big a bit of dirt, so kind of just proving the anti-point that I was trying to make there. But there we go. Works nonetheless. Yep, I'm pretty happy with this actually. It's a good setup. It's a good setup. But we know that. We know that already. You know, we don't want to walk over trodden ground too much. Let's get the magneto stick. Lots and lots of iron, 100% pure iron. Add that into the crucible. Any additional bits of gold that are just lying around here? A couple of bits of gold, a little bit of iron, whatever. Add that in there. Cool. And yeah. Okay, so we need to go to the shop. I need to buy more screwdrivers as ever because, I mean, why would I not need to buy more screwdrivers? Apparently, it's just a thing that I'm gonna need to do for forever now. Pop that back in there. Really need to stop doing that because it's very important that I don't lose this iron. This gold bar. The gold bar is my main profit driver at the moment. 1,500. Holy cow, 1,500 bucks right there. That's real good. That's real good. And this iron ingot, again, will hopefully be able to be turned into a dagger. Like so. Excellent. How are we doing for cash? For fuel. We're doing very well for fuel. Okay, so we're gonna need basically a bunch of pipes. Basically a bunch of elbow pipes in order to make this setup work. We need a screwdriver set, or a spanner set, even. And then I think that's kind of it. That's all that we really require in order to make this area really pop. And then we need to stick a shovel of dirt underneath the Goliath drill. If that doesn't work, I mean, I'm just gonna be a very sad individual if that doesn't work. If it doesn't work, to be fair, all we really need to do is move the location of the Goliath drill up a little bit so that we can stick it on some dirt that has yet to be pickaxed by myself. Again, not going to bother going to the stock market 'cause it's a little bit out of the way. When we start getting to, you know, like really high value, really high value ingots, it's going to be much more worthwhile for us to go to... Okay, this is a bad place to park, apparently. When we start getting to super high levels of ingots, then, you know, we'll make the trip to the stock market in order to assess whether it's worth selling a gold bar on a given day. But for now, you know, 1,500 bucks for a gold ingot, for a gold bar, is not bad. It's not bad at all. Yeah, so, how much do you reckon this dagger is going to be worth? I reckon, 200 maybe? Oh, wow, 400. That's quite substantial. So, it looks like pressurizing the harvester did make a pretty substantial difference in yield. I mean, that was really quite good. Get that in there. 2,100 bucks. Just like that. Just like that, folks. Okay, tool bag. Let's actually buy 2 tool bags because I'm sick and tired of running back here. I think we got 1 spare spanner just waiting around, but that's fine. We'll take an extra bit of belt just in case. Just in case. I'm going to buy a bunch of foundations as well. Do I want concrete foundations or do I want... I think I want concrete foundations as opposed to wood foundations. Yeah, maybe let's give that a crack instead. What else was I going to buy? I was going to buy a bunch of elbow pipe. Probably close to 10 elbow pipe actually. And a couple of T-pipes as well. T-pipes always good to have on hand. I've got a valve pipe that's just chilling around at the moment, not doing very much. Buy 1 more of that, sure. Water pressure gauge. I'll take another additional water pressure gauge just for the sake of it. That's only 900 bucks. That seems too low, to be honest. That seems a little bit too low. Okay, you know what? Let's buy an additional small furnace and a crucible as well. Practically free, to be honest. Between them cost about 100 bucks. The reason that I want an additional crucible and an additional furnace is because I should start thinking about smelting shards together. I believe that is something that I can do, and I look forward to experimenting with that as we rock and roll, as we go forward. Okay, good stuff. Get this loaded into the back here. Easy peasy. I need to really move this truck around a little bit. It would be nice to have like an auto-loading function, you know, where with the shopkeeper, you know, maybe you pay the shopkeeper a couple of gold bob and he loads up all the stuff into your truck for you. That would be really nice. There we go. Okay. Maybe it's actually worth me getting 1 extra bit of vertical belt. The reason that I say that is that it might just be a little bit easier to make the setup work. Do we still have enough for another Goliath drill? We do actually have enough for another Goliath drill. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Another Goliath drill, you say? To double the yield, you say? I can't really help myself. I feel drawn to the idea of getting a second Goliath drill. I mean, we've already got 2 harvesters, right? We've got 2 harvesters. What's so bad about getting a secondary Goliath drill? I'm gonna do it. I've done it. It was an impromptu purchase. You know, it was one of those purchases that you make whilst you're waiting in line, you know, at a queue at the checkout area. You know, you buy a chocolate bar or something like that. Yeah, it was one of those purchases. An impulse buy, I think, is what the marketing gurus call it. That was such a stupid turn. That was ridiculous. Yeah, so an impulse buy on the Goliath drill. That's pretty good, if you ask me. As impulse buys go, it's near the top of them. I've bought a lot worse. I've got to be honest, I've bought a lot worse. That's You know, for a second there, video game, I had hope that you were just gonna let me recover. I really did. I was very hopeful. Very hopeful. Fully expecting to spin out of control wildly at some point across this this treacherous surface. Yep. Here it comes. Oh, no. Oh, okay, apparently not. Well, that was real good. That was real good. Where's my... Did I not have a single spanner lying around somewhere? Apparently not. Alright, well, this is exactly why I bought 2 toolkits. For exactly this occasion. There we go. Oh, I was gonna buy foundations, wasn't I? I was gonna buy foundation. Alright, well, no matter. The foundation will have to wait until another time. Doesn't particularly bother me. Okay, let's get the second... To be honest, before we start faffing around with a second Goliath drill, why don't we just get a first Goliath drill up and running, right? Yeah, that seems like a really good idea, Potato. Okay, drop this pipe down the pipe hole. I don't know why the pipe hole can't be widened, by the way, but it totally could be. There's no reason why it can't be. Right, and this. Okay, hold up. There's just a big flippin' bit of dirt that's stuck over here. Everything goes badly wrong when the pipe filters stop working. And I don't think that there's a way that we can really build in, like, a contingency. Not at the moment, anyway. Not with the current state of the game. I would dearly love to be able to have, like, a backup filter setup, but that's just not possible. Take down the shovel whilst I'm at it. Okay, can't get down that way. Go down the other access route. Easy peasy. Okay. Dig. Dig. Okay, will this work? Okay, get you turned on. Ah, you actually do work. Cool. Now, will this work by excreting the dirt onto the belt, or will we have issues with this? Immediately there's an issue. Is that because it's unfiltered water? No, it's filtered water. You mean I used this brand new Goliath drill for like all of 2 seconds and it just doesn't work? Can I get my money back, please? Somebody please give me a refund on this original Goliath drill? Is it still in warranty? Oh, that's really irritating. You know what else is really irritating? Is that I can't access that bit of pipe. That's ever so accessible. Look, just give me this flippin' pickaxe. I'm just sick and tired of there being so much junk in my way to get out of here. There's also, like, tiny little bits of dirt. Whoops. Tiny little bits of dirt just, like, hanging around on the ceiling that are prohibiting my vision. Okay. That's a very important utensil. I shouldn't throw it around so flippantly. Okay. So, will that work? Will that work for us? It might. Oh, I was gonna maybe get another bit of vertical belt, wasn't I? Yeah. Okay. Can I run up here now? Still mostly impossible. Fine. There we go. I'm out. There's a knack to it. There's a knack to jumping out of there. There really is. Okay, so, you know, disregard the fact that I need to take the toolbox down. This is definitely filtered water coming in through here. Very, very filtered. Lots and lots of filters in place, etc. So that's good. Let's sleep real quickly. There we go. And then, how is there a bit of iron over here? I have no idea how the iron managed to get all the way out over here. That's just ridiculous. Okay, I need to power this setup right here. How do I power this setup? How do I power the belt? How do I power this belt from up here? I don't even know. I mean, we could always power it from the bottom. Unironically, we could always power it from the bottom. Do I have a T-pipe? Do I have a T-pipe? I'm sure I bought a T-pipe. I bought a T-pipe. Right, so if I head down to here, I need to probably buy another T-pipe now, but that's, you know, that's for another day. Right, so stick this in here. Any straight bits of pipe in this area? Nope, nothing. All right, jump back up to the top and then just throw down absolutely everything that we've got. So it is going to be rather a long pipe connection, but it doesn't particularly matter that it's filtered. That it's filtered water that's going through the pipes over here. Yeah, I think it should be totally fine. All right, we're going to need some more of this. Some more of that. Cool. And is that it? I think that's absolutely everything. Now, we may need an additional bit of T-pipe in order to connect up the Goliath drill. However, as I've already said, the Goliath drill, the second Goliath drill that is of secondary importance. I need to get the first one set up. ASAP. Right, so T-pipe doesn't go there, by the way. The T-pipe goes here. There we go. Comes across here. Excellent. And then this bit goes right over here. There is water, and water flow is good. It means that there is definitely going to be a connection over here. There we go. And head down. Somehow managed to turn the belt off. Have we got activity? Have we got movement? Everything seemed to go silent. I'm gonna say that that is a bad sign. Is it perhaps a filter issue? It is, in fact, a filter issue. Right, is this whole belt running now? No, the whole belt is not running. Take the toolbox down with me whilst I go, because we're going to need it to fix the Goliath drill. Right, so why is this not turning on? Definitely looks like it's working. Does it need unfiltered water? I don't think that this specifically needs unfiltered water. I think it just needs water, right? I'm going to see if I can try and get a little bit of straight pipe just to test this setup without the Goliath drill featuring. Yeah, that looks fine. Is this the problem? Is this setup the problem? Yeah, I'm out of ideas. I am out of ideas as to what the issue is here. I mean, this absolutely should be working. Let me see if I can grab the pressure gauge to hopefully allow me to pressure check what the pressure is down here. I suspect that it might actually be too low. Because we do have... It is rather a long setup that we've got over here. And if it is too long, well then we're gonna have to fix that. Okay. Take that out of there. Be nice to read it, wouldn't it? Would be nice to read it, wouldn't it, video game? Yeah. I mean, that looks fine. Pressure is 0. It's 0, so it was very close to 0 over here. Well, we can boost the pressure. We can boost the pressure with our super duper pressure shards. I mean, I'm not happy about it, frankly, but hey ho. Can I maybe see if we can get this reconnected if that's the case then? Because I would really like to... No. I'd really love to manipulate the game into thinking that this is a possible... Oh, brilliant. Okay, because if this can be done, then that's excellent. Okay. Yep. And... Yep. Okay, so pressure shards is what we need now. I did not think that I would require pressure shards, but I guess it kind of makes sense. The fact that the water is only input at like 25%, 25% or 50% power, I guess made it a little bit of an eventuality, a little bit of an inevitability that eventually we would be required to start faffing around with pressure shards. But that's okay, because that is exactly what I got this thing for here. I think we can smelt them anyway. If we can't, well, then that's just fine. Alright, move this out of here. Just pressure shards. Just pressure shards. They're not even called pressure shards. They're just called shards, but they're only used for pressure. Can I smelt them? Maybe I need to craft them as opposed to smelting them. Look, let's just let them heat up a little bit. Let the crucible heat up a little bit. Maybe it'll change the... Maybe it'll change the setup. Who knows? Looks fine. Looks fine for now. Maybe we need to get them heated up even further. Maybe we need something more exceptional than what we've got. In the meantime, let me take literally just one tiny bit of shard. And let me see if I can plumb it in here. Right? Does it work? It works. It works. It works. It works. That's great. Does this belt work? No. However, now everything works. Okay, that is exceptional. Right, first of all, that looks good. That looks less than... No, that looks fine. I'm just... Okay, cool. Right, great. That's all working. That's all working. That's working fine. Okay, start drilling. Will you work? Will you work, video game? Are you going to work? Are you going to work? Do I need more dirt scooped underneath your... Oh, come on. Turn on. Fix you up. There you go. You're using exclusively filtered water now. And you still ain't doing... It's because you're not plumbed in properly. It's because you're not plumbed in properly. That's... Look, that is 100% on me. We're working. We're working. Okay. Give me the good news. Give me the good news. Show me the money. Are we going to see anything coming out of this spout here? Boy, oh boy. I sure as heck hope so. And we have. It's worked. Kinda. It did work, though. It did work, and that's the important thing. The dirt is slowly getting up to the top of the ladder. That's great. Are we going to see another occurrence of dirt splurting out? No. Still waiting. I want to check on the yield, though. I really want to check on the yield of this bit of dirt. This is the bit right here. I'm following intensely. It's in the mix. I think it's now mixed in with this bit of dirt. We seem to have a bit of a problem. Well, the problem is that I don't actually know what's happening. The game is starting to lag out a little bit, I think. Although I'm still able to move, which is a little bit funky. Alright. There's very big bits of dirt that are being made here. And there's now an issue down there. Because the belt has stopped working. And this belt has also stopped working. And that kind of confuses me because we should be fine. This game is not it's okay, video game. Something I've done is not satisfactory. And I'm not quite sure I understand what. Might be the fact that I've broken the space-time continuum by putting in some dodgy bits of pipes. No, everything is wonderfully tranquil, but, yep, no idea what I've done. Take that bit of belt out. Take that bit of belt out. See, like, this should still be running, because there's no... I have no idea. I have no idea why this whole setup stopped. There's two entirely different setups here, and, oh, blast. I clicked the wrong one. Yeah. Why the heck aren't you working now? Have we depleted the water source? Do I want to put it back down again? Looks like it's working to me. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Well, that's movement. Which is good. Yeah, happy with that. This is now no longer moving. Understandable, to be honest. But the reason that that's now no longer moving is because I need to go and stick in another pressure shard. Anything happening with the... Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The pressure shards have indeed turned in to one Gigantor pressure shard. That's right. Okay, let's go and pop this down into the machine thingamabobber over here. Sure. Good enough. Good enough. How's the pressure over here? It's above absolutely terrible. Okay, so there does need to be something underneath it at all times. Which makes this a bit of a bummer. This setup is a bit of a not ideal situation that we found ourselves in. You kind of want the Goliath drill, as it turns out, to be on the surface, because then it's got much further to drill down, from what I can see anyway. Yeah, because I mean, look, that was just a singular blob of dirt that was extracted there. However, I mean, we've got, you know, we've got a system, we've got a setup that works, so that's good news. That's a very prized bit of dirt, to be honest there, video game. I'd be grateful if you could get back on the belt. Okay, let's try and hop all the way up to the top here. Okay, okay, so here's another problem that we've identified. The belt is now all moving, which is great. Very good. Let's put a cork in over here so that we can stop this really unbelievably irritating noise. So that's all good. That's all fine. Put that in there. Cool. Belt is continuing to move. Give me the shovel. And I'm gonna try and move... Whoops. Move stuff out the way. Okay, move that over here. These bits of dirt are so darn big that they need to be manually moved into position here. It's a bit of faff. Right, so this is the... Ah, there we go. Look, that's it. That was it. That was one of the big deep underground bits of gold, bits of dirt that was extracted. How do I do this consistently? You may add. Oh my Gideon, that's not good. Not good at all. Right, let's go sleep because this is a problem. And I need to have a little think about this because the Goliath rule clearly needs to operate with something underneath it. It can just be manually shoveled in, you know, human dirt, but that is a big old problem because, you know, I cannot just manually shove dirt into a machine for, you know, for 10 hours in any given day. That's just not a reasonable solution. Look at the size of that bit of dirt. Okay. There is a lot that needs to happen here now. First of all, there needs to be a general cleanup. Would you look at that gold? Would you look at that gold? That is ridiculous. Second of all, we need to create some sort of a system to keep the bits of dirt inside. Also, look at the speed of that belt. It's pretty woeful, actually. But I think I'm okay with the speed of the dirt. It's actually fine. It's actually completely fine. Right, look at this. 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 This is no good. This is no good at all. How do I fix this? Oh, goodness gracious me. There is so much gold that it's making the game lag. Right. I appreciate there's a little bit of iron, etc. in there. That's fine. Price worth paying, I'm afraid. Goodness gracious me. Right, is there the same? There's the same with the iron over here. Oh, no, 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 no. We can't do that. That's not good. I need these shards. I need these shards, not desperately, but semi-desperately anyway. Because they're now a pretty important component in the whole setup. There we go. Get that smelted. I mean, this is going to be far and away the biggest bit of... The biggest load of gold and resource that I've managed to come by. I think, to be honest, what we need to do is... Well, twofold. We need to move the Goliath drill up. We need to move the Goliath drill up. That's definitely something that we need to do. What I also need to do, however, is I need to find... What do I need to find? I need to find a whole bunch of concrete base. That is what I need to do. One of the things that is pretty infuriating is that it's actually really difficult to power the belts when you switch between vertical and horizontal belts. Because look at the speed difference. The speed difference of the belts is pretty crazy, actually. There we go. But I mean, oh my goodness, there's gold on the roof. Gold on the ceiling, as the Black Keys might say. That's right, that's a pretty niche reference, isn't it? I was going to take my gold to the shop, wasn't I? What was I going to get? I was going to get something. I can't even remember for the life of me what it was going to be. That's a real problem, actually, because... Well, first of all, it's a sign that my memory is failing. Fairly rapidly. It was foundations. That was what I was going to go get. Apparently, I've got 2 additional bits of elbow pipe that are just sort of hanging behind the vehicle. That's cool. They can come along for the ride. No issues with that whatsoever. All right. So, I need to remember as well. Thank you to everyone who has made me aware that the crucible, or the liquid in the crucible, does not stick around after you exit the game. So after you save the game, it just disappears from existence. Right, so I think I left a decent chunk of change. Yeah, 125 coins there. It's decent, but it's not that much. However, concrete floor is just as cheap as wood floor, and so I'm gonna go get like what, a couple? Not many. Don't need that many. I'm gonna say 10. If that, to be honest. There we go. And I mean, I do want to create a house. That is definitely a desire of mine. I want a processing facility. However, if I'm gonna do that, there we go. Good stuff. Bring the car around. If I want to do that, then I'm gonna need some serious cash. And the only way that I get serious cash is by figuring out how the heck this Goliath drill is gonna work. And that is really what's confusing me at the moment, because even if I put it on a slightly elevated pedestal, you know, deep underground, where it's able to get a pretty good turnout of resources, is there any way that we can replenish the dirt underneath the Goliath drill? Because it does actually remove dirt as it goes down, which would seem to me to be a bit of a problem. I guess we could put the harvester, like, on the ground level, but I'm pretty sure that the harvester also only takes like surface level dirt, and so therefore it can only get like really, really low yield gold. Okay. Right, let's unstuck ourselves. Maybe inadvertently end up sticking ourselves into a worse position, but that's fine. Alright, so a whole bunch of foundation. This is going to make my life so much easier. We're going to be able to almost chaperone the dirt right up from the underground over to... yeah, over here. Great. Fine. And right over here. Wonderful. I do love what I've made, to be honest. I do love what I've made. It's looking pretty fancy. It's looking pretty schmancy. All we need to do is get it to work, right? Okay. Park up there. Let's fill in the holes that I've got over here. There we go. So, I mean, in the first instance, right, we need to make sure that this entire area is somewhat covered. Right. So there can be an explosion of gemstones, and we will contain them all. That's the dream. Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, maybe we, even though we've just bought like 10 brand new foundations, maybe we still don't have enough. Okay, do that. Do that. And then do that. Cool. What does that leave us with? A couple of blocks. To be honest, I suspect that that'll actually be fine for the most part. Should we see what happens when a couple of bits of dirt are processed? Looks fine-ish to me. And hopefully it should help with containing big bits of dirt along the top here as well. Yeah. I think, to be honest, it should become the standard practice to put down a bit of foundation in the corner. So wherever there's a corner, we'll put a bit of dirt there. Alright, a bit of dirt there, a bit of foundation there. Just to make sure that we can ensure that it gets on. Cool. Right, the low pressure in this area is not good. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. All right, yeah, this is looking a lot better now, and I think that our success rate is probably going to increase from this, which is great. Before I head down, let me just craft a brand new ingot. There we go, a shard ingot. Kind of fun, right? Kind of funky. Looks good. The shard ingot is actually still going strong, which is real good to see. The pressure is still lackluster, to say the least. And we still need to move this. We still need to move this drill somewhere. Do I want to stick it like? I've got an idea. No, don't do that. That's also not a good place to put this. How the heck did I manage to grab that bit of belt? Okay. I think I want to take this out, replace that, and take this out. I think, yeah. No, wrong bit of pipe. My bad. And then stick it in here? Yeah, like round about there. I kind of want it to go down right there. I mean, if we're able to pull that off, that'd be great. Or I guess not. That's cool too, video game. Yeah, fine. I guess that's okay. But we're gonna need some bendy pipe if we want to make that work. Yeah, we're gonna need some bendy pipe if we want that to work. Okay, grab a pickaxe. Nice. And stick in a T-piece around the back here. Or will I need some bendy? Will I need some bendy pipe? I might have almost all of the required components down here with me right now. We do have additional bendy pipe up at the surface level, which is cool. Thank goodness I've thrown so many pipes down this hole. Oh, goodness gracious me. I might take damage to that. Rather not risk it. Right. Honestly, one additional bendy pipe will do me just fine here, I think. Right, let's get back up to the surface. Uh-oh. It's going to be impossible to get back up to the surface unless I unstick myself, so let's unstick myself and then just run across, because it's quicker. Also, can I harvest these flowers now? I think these crops, I say crops, flowers, whatever. I think it might be possible for me to harvest this at the moment. Right, so I need one bit of bendy pipe. Let's throw that down there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I need a couple of bits of straight pipe. Not very many bits. That went down there surprisingly easily. And I'm going to stick down a third bit just to be on the safe side as well. If indeed I have it, which I should do. I do indeed. Yeah, there's just a random Goliath drill lying out the side over there. Not a great look, to be honest, but that's fine. Okay. Wowzers, this thing goes quick. It's drilling. It's a drilling, that's for sure. Do I even need... I'm not even sure that I need any non-bendy bits of pipe. Okay. Do that in there. And that in there. Excellent. Are we working here? Does it need to be turned on? I think it might already be turned on. However, excavate a little bit of extra dirt to see what the heck is happening. we moving? We're moving. We seem to be moving anyway. Have I reached ground? Have I reached bedrock? I may have... I think I've straight up reached bedrock. I mean, that's a pretty big problem, I would say. That looks like it's something that was extracted. Okay, so this setup is not good. If that's the case, because we need better than this. We need better than this. We need a system. We need a system that is actually going to give us some output. It might be worth me just trying with a harvester, trying to stick a harvester drill down underground, because that might yield, that might increase the yields, but I doubt it. It's worth a shot though, right? I'm gonna snooze real quick. Yes, I know there's an absolute massive nonsense happening in front of us all right now. This is the inevitable fallout from using really ridiculously slow belts and also a rather contained setup here. We need to get multiple shredders incorporated into our system. You know, like the things that shred the things that shred the dirt down to size. Lots of those. You know, in amongst all of this nonsense, there is some good bits of gold somewhere. Good bits of dirt as well. There we go. Ah, look, see, there you go. Lots of good bits of dirt somewhere. That is a lot of dirt that is going awry there. Not over the moon about it. However, it's a pretty good haul. I do say so myself. That's not too bad. Any other big bits of dirt? Nope. Doesn't really look like it. Yeah, so these harvesters doing a power of work, but still nothing great. Okay, we can't shred at the moment because that's broken. Cool. Try again. Nice, and this all gets taken down to size as well. That's cool. I mean, look, at the end of the day, we kind of accomplished what we wanted to accomplish, although I feel like it was built on somewhat of a false premise. You know, the idea that we could use Goliath drills in order to continuously get lots of big resources was, you know, proven to be false, unfortunately. Yeah. The speed of this belt is also pretty bad. Pretty not good. Pretty not good. It's proving to be a real problem. Yeah. Also increasing the pressure to the harvester would be good. Before I wrap this episode up, however, I am going to do a quick little experiment. I'm going to just see real quick. There we go. Managed to get most of the iron in here. Did get a couple of sacrificial gems as well, but that's fine. Fine. Drag that all across there. Oh, big shard. That's nice. That's probably come from the Goliath drill down at the bottom. It's going to make building a big shard ingot a heck of a lot easier. Oops. Right. And up here, down here, into there. I mean, look, I haven't seen big gold balls like this in a good long time, actually. It's been a really, really, really long while. Don't fall down the shaft, please. It's imperative that I don't do that. Right, lots and lots of additional gold over here, which I'm going to try and get into the crucible right now. There we go. Move the crucible over here to make it slightly easier. There we go. Into there. Easy peasy. Did I get it all? No, I did. I got none of it. I got absolutely none of it. Okay, around. Back a little bit. And... in there. Excellent. Okay, there's still, you know, a little bit of gold lying around, just, you know, thanks to the earlier explosion situation that occurred. Also, we're out of tools. Well, we're not out of tools, but there's one tool down at the bottom, which is a bit of an irritation. Down at the bottom of the hole, which I don't really want to get right now. There's also still gold on the ceiling, which is, again, a bit of a big old problem. Alright, whap that in there. Ah, there's still gold that was left to smelt. Not entirely sure how that was not smelted down, but we'll smelt that up in just a second. Same with the iron. It's good too. There we go. Is it all smelted down now? Don't know why I did that. Felt compelled. There we go. It's all smelted down now. Okay, so that's two gold ingots, which I consider will be fairly high value. This is the first one. What are we betting? 2 grand? I reckon about 2 grand. Probably more, actually. Yeah, 2,700 bucks. So, you know, step in the right direction for sure in terms of financial sustainability. The iron, maybe like 500-600 bucks, something like that. The iron is always disappointingly low. 424. Wow, it's even more disappointing than my disappointing estimate. I suppose we didn't get any big chunks, did we? But that's fine. Where was the other one? Was this the other... is this the other ingot? I think this was the ingot. And what'll this be? This will be maybe 300? 200, 300, something around that. 400. There we go. Okay, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Certainly, you know, it's not crazy money. It doesn't allow us to go absolutely bonkers. But, I mean, it's not bad, right? Okay, so in the next episode, we're going to test the harvester drill. We're going to try and speed up the speed that this belt is speeding at. Because that's, you know, not good. Not good at all. We need faster belt to ensure that these dirt chunks don't end up clumping around, because at the moment they're causing big old problems, and I don't like big old problems, so we're gonna try and fix that definitely for sure. However, it's good. We're in a really good place. I suspect that the next episode's probably gonna be the last, just in terms of you know, this game has got a bunch of good content at the moment. However, you're kind of limited in what you can do in order to make a fairly efficient resource extraction system, and I feel like I'm getting there. So there you go. It'll probably be the next episode that is the finale in the series. Anyway, ladies and gents, thanks as ever for watching this episode of Hydroneer. My name, of course, has been Orbital Potato. Thanks as ever to the Orbital Potato Incorporated Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/Orbital Potato. Also, thanks to Banana Nanana and C Senpai for being the two $25+ tier patrons. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.